Okay, so I've covered the book, so it's looking nice, and you can go in along all these creases with that brown folder. Make that look really good. And then a little trick I learned from Jane, one of our ladies that helps with some design work for us. Where the edges aren't perfect, you can rough it up with scissors or a distress tool, and it just sort of makes it look on purpose, and then you can ink those up instead. So I think that's a really clever way of just covering up any messy edges. When you're doing the inside, do try and cut that with a trimmer, because you want that look to be nice and neat. So I'm just gonna run. Don't use your best scissors when you're doing this. Oh, just pull that thin edge off. That's where I didn't leave enough paper. That's okay. Yeah, don't use your best scissors when you're doing this. Like really expensive scissors. Just use a cheap kitchen pair. So we're just gonna do that on all edges. Oops, a bit farther. That's okay. And we'll do it on the spine as well. So that just gives it, scratched a bit there, I'll cover that over, that worn look. And then you can take an ink and run that over, which I'll do later, so I don't have my ink with me. So next bit, I'm not going to cut this. I want a nice piece in the middle. What I'm going to do is just sort of roughly work out how big it is, and then I'm going to tear it because I want a more distressed look. So I'm just going to mark the rough size of the book so I know. Whoops, I didn't mark. We'll do that again. Press a bit harder, just so I know where I'm tearing. That's better. So I know I want it to be within these lines. I'm gonna roughly, and if you get that nice edge, that's good, because we can ink that. Oh, I've been a wally, look at that. That's okay. We'll tear that off as well. Yeah, you don't want the border strip in there. And we'll just tear this bit as well. It doesn't really matter what size, because it's going to go in the middle of our book there. So that's going to sit in there somewhere. And then what I was also thinking was this nice gold stuff that I have. I will pop a bit of that underneath the paper before I stick it down. So let's cut a couple of bits out. Again, not measuring, just roughly cutting this. So what I will do is make the paper a little bit smaller actually. That's better. Have some areas where this can really pop out. trim that. So what I think I'll actually do, I will ink these edges, but this edge I'm going to emboss this. I think that would be really nice with that gold. So let's do that first before we stick it down. So these are really handy, these little mini Tim Holtz ones. Excuse me for my breathing, I think I'm getting a bit of a cold, so don't worry about me, I'm not not struggling, just a bit nasally. Right, so we'll get that gold I showed you before. And we'll just go around. The edges. Whoops. And if you do this on plastic or something, you can then easily tip this back in after. This plastic's a little bit static. Okay, so I'll move that out of the way. I'll bring in this paper. Oops. So bring back this. So I'm just going to heat this with my heat gun. Be careful, so these are extremely hot. I'm gonna burn your hand. Okay, so that looks extra Christmassy now, doesn't it? So we'll get the gel, stick these little strips of gold down that we had. So we'll go there and then we'll see if we want to trim that after. So this is my 3D gloss gel creamer. You can get that in the shop now. So I'll just pop a bit of that down the spine. That's that little strip. And this does dry clear, so you don't have to worry that it looks white at the moment. So we'll just keep bringing that back in for reference. Bit up in this corner. Okay, then I'm going to cover the rest of the area, well, not all of it, just where I want to stick this paper, although it is the majority of the page. And then we'll go ahead and pop that on. Make sure that's nice and stuck down before we stick on any more embellishments. We want to make sure that the background is stuck because we don't want that coming off. Just going to grab some kitchen roll. 1 second. I like to use a piece of kitchen roll to smooth the edges down. You need a bit more here. Okay, so say this will dry clear. Careful with fabric for the heat gun, they will melt it. Very intense heat, so directed heat. You see, so it's going to be very hot and it will melt that. Okay, so now we can start embellishing. So let's see. I will stop here and we'll come back with the next part with the embellishments. Bye.